In the small town of Coward, South Carolina, you'll find a place near and dear to my heart, one of the state's recreational gems, Lynches River County Park. With me today is one of the park's dedicated employees, Shelby McCormick. Shelby, thanks so much for giving us the opportunity to explore the park today.
Thank y'all for coming.
The park certainly has a lot to offer, ways to immerse people in nature. What can visitors experience here?
Well, this is a 676-acre park. It covers the nature walks and a whole array of nature activities.
Very good. I understand even everything from camping, cabins, a splash pad for kids, so there really is something for everyone.
This sure is.
Certainly one of the highlights of the park is the building we are standing in now, the Environmental Discovery Center. And just outside, as people walk in, they'll notice a beautiful habitat garden. Tell me a little bit about the purpose behind that.
Well, the butterfly garden we have as they come in, of course, is laid out to have the host plants as well as the nectar plants for the adults.
And that is so important. People really enjoy seeing butterflies in the yard, but don't always realize we need plants that will host the larval stage, which is the caterpillars.
Absolutely, and it's fun to see the butterfly cycle in all stages in that garden.
And you might get a glimpse of some other wildlife, maybe some dragonflies, and I know we saw some hummingbirds that were enjoying the nectar from those flowers as well. Shelby, I understand that the Environmental Discovery Center features some green architecture and green construction practices. A very interesting history involved. Tell me about that.
Well, it is a LEED certified building, which means it has a low impact, designed to have a low impact in the environment, which we're very proud of.
And the lumber came from local places?
Mostly tobacco barns. Old tobacco barns was sitting and just waiting to be reused. And so we reused them here.
That is very neat because that, of course, was a very important industry really here in this part of South Carolina. I even noticed that you have a special parking space dedicated for
the hybrid vehicles.
Very good. So encouraging people to be conservationists and energy efficient. And when we come into the Environmental Discovery Center, there are certainly many things that people can become involved with and learn about in terms of nature and how we can be good stewards. The most exciting part might be the animals.
It is definitely, for the kids, it is the most exciting part.
And some of your animals are?
Well, we have an alligator, as small as it is. Snakes, turtles.
Very good. So reptiles, amphibians, and I think you may even have some smaller animals that people are getting more and more excited about these days.
We do have an observational beehive that's made out of plexiglass, so people can come and view honeybees at work in their natural, well, somewhat natural environment.
People would probably be surprised to know that honeybees are not native, but certainly we rely on them, don't we?
We do. For all of our agriculture crops, it's important to have the bees.
A few of the other things that you might find here in the Environmental Discovery Center are an assortment of hands-on activities for kids to really get in tune with what's in the natural world. For example, you have a collection of skulls.
We do, and you can see them here, and we have other skulls and other fossils and other cases. Of course, we have furs that they can examine.
And even a micro eye, and that gives people an up-close view of things?
It does, and that's a big attraction to kids also, for them to put things underneath the mic eye so they can get a good view of it.
Just outside the Environmental Discovery Center, you will find probably one of the most unique features of the park and perhaps even the state of South Carolina.
We do have what we call a canopy walk out behind, goes out from the back of the EDC. It goes up into the treetop, so you get like a bird's eye view or a squirrel's view. At the outer end of it, it's probably about 50 feet off the ground, so it's a nice place to visit, different times, different seasons.
What a different experience to really be able to see the trees at that level and to look down on the forest floor below and get a view of those cypress knees too.
It is very, it's just a good place to go out and relax and really take in the nature part of the park.
Do you ever find any visitors hesitant to step foot out on that wobbly bridge?
Usually only adults.
It's interesting how the kids are a little more adventurous. Well, Shelby, it certainly has been my pleasure exploring the park with you today. Lynches River County Park certainly has a lot to offer. For those interested, where can they learn more?
They can go to lynchesriverpark.com. They can also find us on Facebook, Environmental Discovery Center on Facebook. And we do have brochures that can be picked up here at the park.
Very good. I think we'd all agree that Lynches River County Park exemplifies South Carolina's state slogan, "Smiling Faces, Beautiful Places."